Hey folks, welcome to the channel. Let me show you my very first step-by-step video tutorial about making an epic Enclosure background. So, as a first step, I glued the large polystyrene board pieces into the Enclosure. This will be the base of the background. For the next step, I mix polystyrene balls with tile adhesive until the material is completely clay-like. After that, we just call it the mixture. I use this mix to reinforce and supplement the base at critical points. As the core of the sculpture, I use tinfoil. And the mixture for the outer layer. When the base of the statue is finished, I start to carve out the caves. It will consist of 5 rooms, 4 of which will be connected, and 1 separately. Time to add the arms and the flute. For this I use a plastic pipes as a core. And I add the base of the turban and the ears also. For the last step I add the base of the trunk. When it has dried, time to work out the statue. Cover the surface with tile adhesive approximately 3 mm thick. Now add the details like eyes, folds of the trunk, the turbine and the ornament. I changed my mind about the location of the left arm. It's covered too much of the body. And for the next step, the statue got his clothes. It's not easy to detail all those folds, but it will be very impressive in the end. the last step in the sculpture, I add more jewels and finish the fingers of the left hand. Covering the surface of the caves is the most Sisyphean part of the creation. When the case is done, I add some more polystyrene boards and some tin foils where I want to extend the surface of the background. This is the final base of the caves and the rocks. For the rocks, I cover everything with the adhesive. Then with a brush, I add the base texture and also add some basic holes to the background. When it's dried a little, time to add some cracks, damages and fractures. I also add some bigger cracks. These cracks will leave the eyes, so it's important to place and detail them right. Once the detailing is done, it's time to paint. As base color, I use a very dark brown acrylic paint for the case. And then I use a light brown for the upper side and a darker for the downside of the background. When it's dry, I use a dry brush technique with some dark ochre. And then I add more layers with some lighter ochre. Layer after layer, every time a little lighter. Final touches with almost white. And this is it. It's done. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of commentary on the video. If you feel I missed something or just have some question, please ask it in the comments. Oh, and if you want more content like this, please subscribe. Goodbye!